That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the focus is on Jacoby Myers. He's been a target machine each week, 5th in the league in receptions. It's the Packers and the Browns under the lights on Sunday night.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. As CD, you look at the Browns in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind.
The rookie fourth rounder out of LSU, Cade York, has this one teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On now is the Packers punter. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And I thought in last week's game, He found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Browns at 9-6 now. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, Watson. This one caught by Isabella. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here comes Grant on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, I'm impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. It means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
Well, how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. This one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about. That's right. Big pass play, puts him in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packers offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage. It should be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, and they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And they will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. A little juke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 78 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Throwing again is Watson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice
touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
See, this is just an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter. They had struggles in the 1st quarter. Again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force it.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Watson. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Watson. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Again, it's Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
A fairly short kick from the 14. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And then finally, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football with a good one between the New York Giants and what equates to be a very tough opponent. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they did even less on the ground as they've struggled to get the run game going. These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run it again with Chubb. Taken down at the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watson now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And just inside the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Watson on 1st down. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And it's caught. Yeah, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. York now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Deontay Hardy, 48 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than 1 play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. On first down, Watson. And this is incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Watson. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you, those mid-range throws have been valuable because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, it's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Watson. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Watson looks to throw again. Right back to Pitts again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
2nd and 1. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Open man is Myers. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down. So we'll have to see what that's about.
Roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. Completes it to Hardman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Watson now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Remember, the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Watson. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he's going to pick up the Browns first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Watson on first down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. York ready, and here we go. This one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw again. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the sticks, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cleveland, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.